Soccer. Goslings will defend the north end zone. Beavers on the south.
From the behind us to the east, doesn't look real strong. Should not be too much effect on the game. Field's in great shape after a noontime rain and hailstorm that came through, but it came through rather quickly, and the field's in good shape. It's like Watertown will start off with the ball. Ray Bazanson here bringing you tonight's game. On the technical end, we got Max Alexander, and we have Brandon Simmons. And also here tonight is Bob Wolf, who is on the cable board. The cable coordinator is Lisa Wolf. Please direct any comments to her. Started by Reedsburg as they kick back and now come upfield. Reedsburg comes in with a record of 3-2 with victories over Richland Center, Columbus, and Mauston. Their two losses, Mount Horeb and Toma. Watertown down quickly. There's a cross over to Narcus. Chasing it down on the far side is McCloskey. Reedsburg brings it back. In goal tonight for the Goslings, junior Wyatt Stefanis. There's a steal by Esquivel. Now Sloan with it. He loses it. Watertown putting a lot of pressure on. Watertown with a tough match. Their last game, there's a pass ahead. Coming in all alone. He shoots and he scores! They got that pass through to number, let's see, 23. That is Eddie Alonso. 1:07 in the first couple of minutes here. Eddie Alonso gives Reedsburg a quick lead of 1-0. See how the Goslings come back from that. Like I say, they had a tough match against Monona Grove. Came away with a 1-1 tie. But there were two or three goals that were disallowed in that game, and it was just some great saves by Ortega in goal. Watertown down, cleared out to the far side. Watertown throw-in. Braden Schmidt and Matthew Bushke, defenders for the Goslings in front of Stefanis. Narcus Gilbertson in the middle, Esquivel and McCloskey. Owen Harris, Connor Lehman, and Eli Sloan, the other starters for the Goslings. For Reedsburg in goal, Drew Roars. Watertown with a corner kick. And a goal! I think that was Dylan Vasquez at 2:26. Off that corner kick. Beautiful job by the Goslings. Corner kick came in a little bit short. Vasquez was there and kneaded in off his leg past the goalie. Roars. And a lot of fireworks early here. 2.5 minutes, 2 goals. Narcus bringing it up to Esquivel. Narcus shot blocked by the defender. Picked up by Harris. Now Alonzo.
Watertown
Eli Bulow.
responds in the 3rd minute. Goal scored by number 8, Dylan Vasquez, assisted by Denzel Escabel.
Right out in front is Alonzo. To the side. Nice move. Watertown brings it out. Esquivel to Narcus. They work well together, as does the whole team. Bringing it up is Sloan all by himself. Attempted shot by Gilbertson. Didn't quite get all that ball. Earlier tonight, the Watertown JVs, coached by Sam Galaviz, came away with a 6-0 victory. 6-0, 6-0 for the JV team. Watertown plays again Thursday night, so we hope you enjoy these broadcasts. If you'd like to come out on a beautiful night, Thursday night at 7, I believe they're playing Wanakee.
So you might notice there's a little glitch going on.
Little goal
we're having
kick
an issue with
to the
previews
defender.
going on
Vasquez.
there. And
He'll take a long shot off the defender.
hands-on experience. I mean, where you find
Goalie can't come out. Back kick by Narcus. Brought up by Reedsburg. Alonzo throwing it in will be number 7, Oberman, Isaac Oberman. Eli Bulow, Yair Salazar, Isaac Oberman, Cooper Oaks, Jacob Korgluski, Riley Cummings, Alan Stepinian, Eddie Alonzo, and Brian Moro Osario. Esquivel kicked away from him to the side. We'll have a Watertown throw. Watertown putting a lot of pressure on tonight. Throwing it in is McCloskey, Liam. He's a senior. Sloan with it. Narcus, he'll take a shot from there. Just goes wide. Narcus with a strong leg. No problem putting it on goal, usually from 30 to 40 yards. And early pressure here by the Goslings against Reedsburg. Watertown coached by Clayton Kratzer, assisted by Brian Schmidt. And Reedsburg is coached by David Fitzpatrick, assisted by Louis Urbina. Their athletic director, Brian Yeager. Watertown, Jamie Kep. Shot comes in, down on one knee. Roars with the save. He'll punt it out to midfield, headed right back by Connor Lehman. Now Narcus try to get it through for Vasquez, brought out by Oberman. Now taken by Moro Osario. They switch sides. Lehman keeps it in play for the Goslings. A little miscommunication there between him and Gilbertson. Narcus at midfield. It's by one over to Vasquez. Long shot or pass. Whoa, right out in front. Just lying there, and the defender kicked it out. So the goalie went down. I think that was 14. Riley Cummings. Liam McCloskey with Vasquez. Kicks it in the Vasquez, back to McCloskey. And his shot just wide into the side. Goal kick coming up for the Beavers. Gosling's playing with a lot of confidence tonight. That first goal, just a couple of nice long passes, and right out in front, ball went wide. Corner kick over to take it is Esquivel.
Third corner for the Goslings.
Denzel, a junior, right in front, into the side of the net. Again, that's an indication of how you are controlling the action by how many corner kicks, and Watertown with 3 already here in the first 9 minutes. We played 2 40-minute halves this year. Oberman. Rosario back. Kept in play by Harris. Owen Harris. Cross. Gilbertson intercepts to Sloan. He's got Lehman on the side. He brings it to the center. Drops it for Narcus. Jacob to Lehman. Back to Narcus. And a shot, and the goalie just got his hands on it. Going to have another corner kick here for the Goslings.
Narcus' attempt saved. Another corner.
This time McCloskey and Vasquez right out in front. Narcus was there to get his head on it, but it popped up. He couldn't get it to go down to the ground. Goalie Rohr is taking the goal kicks for Reedsburg. Short kick. And the Goslings come right back. McCloskey to Narcus. To Esquivel. Gilbertson. And a goal kick.
Coach Gallopy's and the JV squad brought home a 6-0 win earlier against Reedsburg.
Roars with the kick. Headed back. McCloskey loses it out of bounds. Thrown by Oberman. Headed right back by McCloskey. Now Narcus. He gets by Salazar. Shoots, and it stays wide.
Notice, use the HDMI. Just
See how Roars takes this goal kick. Short pass. Defender kicks it up on the run. Alonzo to the far side. Bulow to the center. Narcus wins it. Back kick to Sloan. Vasquez to Sloan. Ahead for Esquivel. Now McCloskey could not get past number 7, Oberman, but throws it in. Harris. Vasquez. Nice block there by the defender. Sloan gets off a shot, off a defender. I think that's Cooper Oaks there in the center of the field on defense. Long pass ahead. Kept out by Schmidt. Schmidt, a freshman. Harris picks up the loose ball, brings it down the center. Trying to get it ahead to Esquivel, a little far. .5 minutes in to the first half. 26.5 to go. Long pass. That seems to be what works sometimes for Reedsburg. If they can catch the defense sleeping a little bit, that's how they got their first goal. A couple of long passes and Alonzo put it in. This pass comes back to the goalkeeper, Roars. He'll come out and punt it. Oh, with a toss to the center. Up for Salazar. Alonzo with it on midfield. Drops it back. Now kicked up to this side. Osorio with it. It's got Bulow on this side who gets the ball. McCloskey clears it upfield and out of bounds. In the victories that Reedsburg have had, they've scored 9, 4, and 3 goals. So they're able to put the ball in the net, that's for sure. Throwing it in, Isaac Oberman. And the first sub, Salazar, comes out. Some subs for the Goslings. Jackson Barta, number 7, is in. We'll see who else came in. Throwing it in is Joe Lindholm for Reedsburg. Long throw, headed out. Right out in front, taken by the Goslings. I think that was Bushke up to Narcus. Long pass ahead on this side. Jackson Barta. Blocked that pass. Sloan out there in the center. Long pass ahead and picking it up, Wyatt Stephanus, junior goalkeeper. Talking a little bit with Coach Kratzer before the game, and 2 goalkeepers, different abilities, but both good, and they're switching off for the most part at this point early in the season. Ortega forced to make some great saves against Monona Grove last week. Thrown in the Lindholm. Now Meister, who's in, 17 at midfield. Harris kicks it upfield. Sloan, Eli with it. Pass on the far side. Into Esquivel. Shot. Just a little high on that shot. Sailed a little bit. Goal kick. Can you flip the light on for me, Bob? Thanks. Beautiful night here after a fairly calm day, except for the storm that went through quickly. Had some great weather this fall for the soccer and football games. Watertown, we just got a notice their football game scheduled Friday night is now going to be played Saturday night due to some conflicts getting referees, evidently. So that is American football. This soccer they call European football, or the rest of the world football, I guess you could say. Oberman bringing it up the side, centers it into Alonso. He'll shoot off the post. Nice shot by Alonso. Hit it hard, and it just bounced off that far post. Bounced out to this side and then cleared out of bounds. Lindholm with the throw-in. Ty Thompson in, 21 for Reedsburg. Trying to keep it in, number 8. Cooper Oaks, taken by Jackson Barta. Centers it. And we got a call as that ball bounced up, I believe, and hit Esquivel in the arm. Called a handball. Oberman with the goal kick, free kick. We're approaching midway through the first half. In the center, Narcus. Jacob. He'll shoot with the left foot and a score! Shot and a goal by Jacob Narcus. Brought that down, got it to his left foot. Here in the 19th minute, 1942. Gives Watertown the lead, 2-1. Watertown's been putting the pressure on the Reedsburg defense. Doing a great job in the middle of the field tonight. Winning balls and getting them upfield for the midfielders in the front line. Cross by Lehman. Carries over to goal. Watertown playing with Bushke and Schmidt, the two defenders. A lot of their time up near midfield. Lehman on the far side. McCloskey on the near side here as defenders. Nathan Pfeiffer is in, number 4 for the Goslings as a midfielder. Along with Barta. Narcus. Narcus. Good speed by Jacob also. Puts it out there in front. Goalie came out, couldn't get to it. Sloan had his feet on the ball. Taken by McCloskey. Brought out by Osorio. Number 2 who's in for Reedsburg. Narcus lets it fly. Sails over. Back in for Watertown, I believe, is Dylan Vasquez, number 8. Who had the first goal for the Goslings. Off the corner kick by Esquivel.
Gideon Wangren in for the Goslings.
Rather,
Vasquez also returns.
also in, it's number 6, Gideon Wangeren. It's a midfielder. Nice play by McCloskey. Kicked that ball away. Bart unable to keep it in play. Quick throw in. Again kicked out by Schmidt. Oberman with the throw. Taken by Vasquez. Number 6, rather, Wangeren. Coming down the sideline, Jackson Barta. Looking to center. He does. That comes in, and the goalkeeper is able to pick it up before Vasquez got there. Goslings with a 2-1 lead here with 23 minutes gone. 17 to play here in the first half. A beautiful night again. Max Alexander running the control board tonight for Watertown TV. Brandon Simmons here with the camera work. Ray Bazanson bringing you tonight's action. Nice play. Alonzo. Ball taken away by McCloskey. Barta brings it back to the center, looking to pass. Comes to Osario. Now Oberman comes up. He centers it into Alonzo. His shot and a beautiful save. Wyatt Stefanis diving to his right. Down in the ground. Alonzo, I'm not sure how many goals he has, but he's been on target tonight with their 1 goal. 1 off the post. And a beautiful save by Stefanis. Meister, 17 in the center of the field for Reedsburg. Into Alonzo. And Alonzo, some ways reminds me of Jacob Narcus, as he's able to shoot and get a lot on the ball from 30 to 35, 40 yards out. So the goalkeeper always has to be ready. Kicked up by Schmidt. Narcus on the far side now. Brings it to the center. Now to the end line. Centering. And, Barta got his foot on it. Tried to steer it in. And it went about a foot wide. Nice pass. Barta just unable to steer it into the goal. Good job by the Goslings again. With a lot of pressure. Taken by Schmidt. Narcus. Vasquez, Narcus. Vasquez. Shot and down on the ground, and a save by Roars. Nice job.
Narcus combined with Vasquez for the shot.
Pfeiffer drops it back. Now McCloskey. Or not sure. Nope, that's Wangeren, I believe. Narcus shot blocked by a defender. Might have been Colin Meister. And then a shot skied over the goal.
Gilbertson's attempt gets blocked.
Gilbertson had that shot. So again, Goslings with another corner. 5.5. Right out in front. Nobody could get a foot on it. Defense brings it out to Alonzo. Taken right back by Barta. He centers it. Glanced off a defender. Way out there. Long shot taken by Gilbertson. Gilbertson, a sophomore for the Goslings.
14 shots for the Goblins. Unofficial.
Roars with the goal kick. Up to Alonzo, back. Schmidt drops it back for Stefanis. His kick up to midfield, taken by the Beavers. Now Schmidt will bring it up to midfield. Vasquez. He has Narcus out in front of him. Narcus. His shot skied. Defender might have got a foot on there. Went up in the air. Again, it's nice to see the Goslings able to be a little more offensive tonight out there in the field with their play. A lot of action, all right. The Goslings with a 2-1 lead. Still a close match. Now Salazar, who's back in, crosses it back. Kicking upfield was Meister.
Dawson, Brandt,
Lost out of play.
Esquivel is returning for the Goslings.
Esquivel back in for Watertown up front. Watertown throw-in. Narcus. Kicked away from him. Now Reedsburg on the attack. Thompson. He'll throw it in. Someone will come up to throw it in. Thompson bringing it up the far side. Front of the Watertown bench. Thompson looking to center. Or bring it to the center. He does. The 17, Meister. Ball's taken away as Salazar got on him. Ball up by Narcus. After it is Vasquez. Brought back. Oaks brought it back. Now Narcus. It's double team there. Oberman. And we got a call against Oberman as Narcus went down. Watertown will have a free kick from about 40. 9 minutes to go in half. In this half, 31 minutes played. Narcus will take this kick. He's got Pfeiffer up there. It's on the ground. Narcus again. Shot blocked by number 9. Korgluski. And then picked up by Roars. Alonzo. Vasquez got a shot off there, saved by Roars. 2-1 Goslings. Just over 8 minutes to go here in the half. Throw in by Pfeiffer. And Watertown will get a throw in here by midfield on this side. Dylan Vasquez will leave it for McCloskey. Back to McCloskey. Osorio there for Reedsburg, Vasquez with a little bump and a steal. Narcus brings it down. The ball's kicked away from him. Salazar. And a shot coming into the goalkeeper, Roars. Always want to keep the goalkeeper honest when they may not expect a shot. Put it on goal, which is what Wangeren did. I'm not sure if that was Wangeren or was out there. I think he's still out there, number 6. Schmidt to Wangeren. Ball brought up, kicked away by number 4. That was Pfeiffer back there. Then Schmidt upfield. Esquivel trying to get by Oates. Back to Salazar. Gosling's up. Lehman shot. And down to the ground was Roars to block that shot by Connor Lehman. Lehman playing defense this year and doesn't always get an opportunity for those shots. He took advantage of it there. Put it on goal. Lehman with it on the far side. Keeps it in play. To Bushke. He loses it out of bounds. And multiple subs coming in right now with 6 minutes to go and a half. 2-1 Goslings. A well-played match here.
Small returns for the Goslings. A whole bunch of Beavers also came back in.
A shot blocked. Now Narcus with Esquivel in front of him. Vasquez on this side. Gives it to Vasquez. Oh, he got underneath it and skied it. It's a hard thing to control that ball when you're running at speed and the ball's coming at you. You really got to be down on it to keep it low. So easy to get underneath it, but good effort. 5 minutes to go here and a half. Ball's on the far side. Schmidt drops it back. Stefanis gives it back to Schmidt. Or rather, that's on number 9, Bushke. 9 and 19 back there. Sometimes I can't always see them correctly. Narcus up the middle. Shot and a goal! Jacob Narcus with his second of the night at 35-40.
Jacob Narcus with his second goal of the game. He has been a problem from the start.
You just sensed that as he got a little speed up, got by around the defender and let it fly past Roars. Make the score 3-1 at halftime so far. 4:20 to go here in the first half. Narcus to Vasquez to Esquivel. Esquivel heads it. Pfeiffer over. Oh, that's Sloan who's in. Eli Sloan, he centers it. Narcus again with the left foot and a beautiful save by Roars. He dove to his right. So one thing with Narcus that I've noticed and that really makes him valuable is he can shoot with either left foot or right foot, and that's a real talent that not many soccer players have, and he can put a lot on the ball with either foot also. Handballs, the player fell down and hit it from one of the Beavers from Reedsburg. Bushke, I think, putting this ball in play. Narcus heads it and went right into the goalie. Narcus acknowledging that nice pass by Bushke. Vasquez slides and kicks the ball off the field. Unfortunately, the Reedsburg player was right there. That's number 5, Danielle Rodriguez, I believe. The training staff comes over. '15 it is. Adam Wilhelm. He's up and walking off under his own power. Glad to see that. Assisted by Reedsburg personnel off the field. Clocks don't stop often with soccer, but they do for an injury after a goal or for a penalty kick, or if they're handing out a red or yellow card.
Oberman returns for Wilhelm.
Oberman back in. Lindholm with the throw. Getting ready to throw it in when Wilhelm gets off. So we got Esquivel up front along with Vasquez. Narcus in the middle. On the far side for the Goslings up front. Can't quite see their number. Maybe, I won't guess. McCloskey turns it back upfield to the center. Sloan with it. Ahead for Lehman. Connor. I think that's Gilbertson who's in. A shot clears the goal. 2.5 minutes to go here. 3-1 favor the Goslings. They've come back strong after letting Reedsburg get a quick goal on a couple of long passes, and then Alonzo just buried it into the goal past Stefanis. But Wyatt's been up to the task since. That ball rolled up the arm of Pfeiffer, or Sloan? Pfeiffer. Number 4, Sloan, number 1, both out there. Back to Stefanis. This is like a goal kick. He didn't get all of it. Headed back by Lindholm. And to the far side, Schmidt kicks it out of bounds. Throw in the 1.5 to go. Nice crowd tonight. Beautiful night. Arnold Landsberg Field in great shape. Watertown with the throw. Lehman in quickly. Headed right back, Narcus. Over to Sloan, ahead to Vasquez. He's looking to center, I think. He does. Headed out by the defender. Now Narcus. Back to Vasquez. He shoots, and off the defender we'll have another corner kick. Under a minute to go, 30 seconds or less. Narcus to take it. And we'll get to do it again. 15 seconds to go. Arca's trying to get that kick done quickly.
7, 6, 5, 4,
Long kick.
2.
That's the end of the half, ladies and gentlemen. Watertown with a 3-1 lead at halftime. Ray Bazanson signing off at halftime. We'll see you for the second half. Welcome back for the second half of tonight's soccer match between your Watertown Goslings and the Beavers of Reedsburg. Watertown ahead 3-1 at halftime. Goslings going right to left here in the second half in their home blue uniforms. Reedsburg in the visiting white. Goals for Watertown. Dylan Vasquez at 226. Jacob Narcus with 2 goals, 1942 and 3540. Scoring was led off by Reedsburg. Shot with a block by the defender. 107 into the game, Eddie Alonso got a long pass, got past the defender and put it past Stefanos. Since then, Stefanos has been doing a great job. Watertown really out shooting. Unofficially, 23 shots on goal for the Goslings and only 5 for the Reedsburg. And the backside for the Goslings in front of Wyatt Stefanos. On this side, Connor Lehman, Bushke and Schmidt in the middle. On the far side, McCloskey. Narcus, midfielder, along with number 2 who's in. Or that was Lehman who took out that shot. Came up from his defender position. Harris in the middle, number 3 for Watertown. Narcus, 13. On this side, at midfield for the Goslings, number 12, James Walker, seeing his first action tonight. Ball come out by the Goslings. Narcus ahead to 23. That's Jack Myers, a sophomore, seeing action tonight. Talking earlier to Coach Clayton Kretzer, and he was hoping that many players would get into tonight's game. Sloan brings it up, trying to set for a shot, and it was kicked away from him. Now brought back. Lehman drops it for number 3, Narcus. Or number 3 is rather Owen Harris. 23 is there. Myers tried to get off a shot. Walker back to the middle of the field. Walker takes it out of bounds. In front of number 12, Lindholm. Throwing it in as 16, Stepinian. Into number 1, Bulow. Center of the field. Alonso comes out for it. To the far side, that looks like Aiden Edwards over there. For the Beavers. Now at midfield, number 12, Walker. To Narcus. He's got Myers ahead of him. Going up the sideline after it. Centering and not quite able to get it. The ball went behind the net. Can't see that number over there. Might be, we'll get it here in a little bit. Short little goal kicks to the defenders. Now brought right back by the Goslings. Blocked. I think that's number 12, Walker or Ortega, can't tell. Reedsburg, midfield. That was Lindholm. Watertown loses it. Out of bounds, throwing for the Beavers. 3-1 Goslings with the lead. Brandon Simmons on the board here in the second half. A shot goes wide by Eddie Alonso. Kept in play on this far side, now out of bounds. Lost by number 7 Oberman, or number 1 rather, Eli Bulow. Alonso gave the Goslings some early on incentive with that quick goal. Ball down to Wyatt. Stefanis picks it up on a bounce. In that first half, after that goal by Alonso, the Goslings just really kept the pressure on. Playing most of the half in the Reedsburg end of the field. So far here in the second half, it's evened out. Reedsburg trying to come back in the game. Shot blocked. Walker to Narcus. Schmidt kicks it out of bounds on the far side. Sloan is down as a midfielder, along with James Walker. And it's a Watertown throw-in down by the corner. Gosling kicked it off the Beaver. I think Schmidt is over to take this throw-in. Braden Schmidt. Freshman, only 2 freshmen on the team for the Goslings and only 2 sophomores. 5 juniors and the rest all seniors. A lot of experience on this Gosling team this year for Coach Clayton Kratzer, assisted by Brian Schmidt. We don't have the years for Reedsburg soccer as far as what year they are. Ball brought up by Harris. Now brought back by Oberman. Schmidt up the far side after it. Goslings looking to center. Over to help out. On the far side, Ty Thompson, 21, centers it. Taken right there by Bushke. Wins the ball, gets it to midfield. To Narcus. Back to Bushke, up from his defender position. Ball kicked away from him by Riley Cummings. Walker with it. Sloan. Walker shot blocked by 17 Meister. McCloskey coming in. We got a push. Foul called against Oberman as he and McCloskey together with the ball. We'll have a free kick from about 27 yards out. McCloskey is there to take it for the Goslings. On the ground, all the way back to the goalkeeper, Roars. Walker gets the ball back quick for the Goslings. Brought up now. Harris is there for the Goslings. Good play. Sloan to Narcus. Jacob takes a shot. Sails on him a little bit. 9.5 gone here in the second half. Still 3-1 favor the Goslings. Long pass up off the back of the head of Bulow. Sloan there on Alonzo. Alonzo turns. His kick out by Bushke. Now Lehman to Narcus. Jacob and Connor, both on varsity soccer, I think, both of them for 3 years. So there's a long pass ahead. Shot! Oh, just wide. Got to get a name on that player over there.
Escobar, Vasquez, all return for the Goslings.
Gilbertson, Esquivel, and Vasquez. 2 forwards and a midfielder. Starters back in for the Goslings. Taking a kick, 16, Stepinian. Nice kick upfield, headed by Bushke. Headed back. On the ground, Bulow. Headed out by Bushke again. 14, that's Esquivel with it. His pass blocked. Lonzo with a little push over Bushke. Kicks it away from him. On the far side. To the center, Sloan to Narcus. Tried to get it ahead to Esquivel. Schmidt to number 3, Owen Harris. Schmidt, nice play to get it away from Alonzo. Alonzo's there, seems to be a real threat out there for the Beavers. With that first goal early on. To Bulow, intercepted by Vasquez. To Sloan in the middle. Esquivel turns, gets by 1. He'll let it go from out and saved by Roars. Any of you Gosling fans watching this soccer game, somebody up here in the booth, Bob Wolf, I believe his name is. He's one of the cable board members. Got a message that Watertown's football game against Beaver Dam, scheduled Friday the 10th, has been moved to Saturday the 11th. So check the newspaper, Daily Times, or call the high school to confirm that. But that's the news that we have. So soccer game, we play again Thursday against Wanakee. I had it. Oh, Vasquez. Him and the goalie, and he shot it high over the goalie. The goalie Roars came out, maybe forced Vasquez to kick it a little early. Goal kick coming up for Reedsburg. 26 minutes to go. Again, the Reedsburg has done that a few times on goal kicks. Here comes Alonzo. His pass headed, nice taken away by Sloan, or that wasn't Sloan. Shot went wide. That's number 3, Owen Harris. Away from Alonzo. So I haven't seen this too often with goal kicks. Usually the goalie or one of the halfbacks, fullbacks, will take the goal kick, just let it fly. But Roars has a couple of times just a short little pass to one of the defenders to kick it further upfield. Now the Goslings are playing up closer, so it's not quite as easy. Sloan blocks that pass. On this side, Connor Lehman. He turns, comes to the center, puts a shot on goal. Lehman again tracks it down. Vasquez to Narcus. Lost that pass. Brought back by Salazar, who's back in for Reedsburg. Harris kicks it upfield. Now Esquivel on the far side. Stops. Tries the turn. They're routinely dropping 7 now in front of the goalkeeper. Reedsburg defense. I have to say it's been more evenly spaced out offense, defense ends of the field this second half. Watertown still with the lead, able to play that. Salazar, or Vasquez rather, on the far side. Nice centering pass. Hit it in, past the goalie for the goal. Let's see. I think that was Vasquez. That ball came over. Let's see if it is a goal or not, or an offsides. That looks like an offsides was called by the side judge on the far side, so no goal. But Vasquez gets up. He just dove on the ground to try to get to that ball, got it into the goal. But an offsides, I believe, was called, which I don't really understand because the ball was there before he got there. It is a goal. Give it to Vasquez at 57:04. Second goal for Dylan Vasquez tonight. Are they giving it to Lehman? Guess that was Lehman who went sliding in. Connor Lehman. According to the announcer, former soccer player himself and basketball star at Watertown, Travis Moulton. Called his name a few times on the soccer field and also on the basketball court. Doing the announcing tonight. Vasquez still out there. Lehman is out after he slid in. Right out in front. Roars picks it up. Bouncing around right in front of him. So in for Lehman is 22, Yahir Toledo. Defense on this side. In front of Schmidt and Bushke is Pfeiffer, number 4. Sloan now with it.
Athletic trainer Micah Holland getting in his steps tonight.
Salazar, Escobar, Narcus. Nathan Pfeiffer. Nope. Shot goes wide. By the Goslings. Might be Ortega on the far side. I can't really read that number. I think it might be Damian Ortega, freshman. The other freshman on the team. But not positive. Could be Gilbertson too, 16. 16 or 18. Down near the corner. Kicked out by the Goslings or Toledo. I believe that is 16, Noah Gilbertson, who had that last shot. He's playing up front on the far side. Narcus. Let's fly with another long shot. So Noah Gilbertson on that far side had a couple of opportunities here. Be nice for the sophomore to get on the scoreboard. It is 4-1 Goslings. We have 20 minutes to go. Brandon Simmons here running the board up here in the box, along with the voice of Watertown soccer, Ray Bazanson. Got a Watertown throw in midfield. A little pass. Yahir Toledo, senior. The Narcus, the Escobar. Brought back by Rodriguez for Reedsburg. Lost by Pfeiffer. Now again Narcus down the sideline. Good job by the defender. That's number 14, Cummings. McCloskey brings it back for the Goslings. All the way up. Drops it for Gilbertson on the far side. Gilbertson lets fly. And I think it went off the defender's foot, so we're going to have another corner kick. Barta, Wangren, and Geske all in for the Goslings. Right out in front, a little bit short. Cross again. Far side. Wangren. Toledo. Yeah, here. Centered by Wangeren. Headed out of bounds. Goal kick, 17 and a half to go. Well played match tonight for your Gosling soccer team. Aiden Edwards in, number 18 for Reedsburg. And number 10, Trevin Payne, is out there, along with Rodriguez. Alonso, who's played the whole game up front. Right on the front, headed just wide by number 5, Geske. Nice cross. Geske just steered it wide of the net.
It's to Geske on the cross.
So we have Wangren on this side, Geske in the middle up front, and Gilbertson, I believe, on the far side, if he's still in there. Up front, Narcus behind him, Sloan, Toledo, and why not a shot by Wangren. Gideon, a senior. Geske, a senior. Barta, a senior. Getting some quality minutes tonight here against Reedsburg in this crossover in the Badger. Another one of those short little kicks upfield, brought back by the Goslings. McCloskey. Sloan. He shoots. And the goalkeeper gathered that ball in to his right side, left side.
Small with a nice left-footed attempt.
Toledo up in the air. Center field. Bringing it up 5, Rodriguez. Ball punched away from him by Pfeiffer. We got a call out there. Going to have a kick for Reedsburg from about 30 out. No surprise, Alonso to take this kick. Alonso's shown a hard shot for most anywhere within 40 yards. See what he tries to do with this one. Wyatt Stephanos waiting in goal. And he sailed it a little wide, going for that upper corner. Connor Lehman looks like he's back in for Toledo. That's good. He had, on that goal that Connor got, he slid, got the ball with his head, his body into the goal. Laid on the ground a bit. His grandmother Judy here, one of the players working on the field for the high school. Lehman again, trying to bring it up. Ball taken by Sloan. Eli. Shot and a goal! Eli Sloan. The left foot. 66-23. Got by a couple of defenders and let it fly with his left foot into that far corner of the goal past Roars. 5-1 Goslings tonight. 13.5 minutes to play. Guess there's no question of who's going to win this game. It's just going to be a matter of by what final score. And that's nice for the Goslings here at home. Starting to cool off now. Breeze has picked up a little from the west.
And you will shut down everything? Thank you.
Sloan over to Lehman. To Narcus. Ball kicked away from him. Brought back by Salazar. Upfield, headed by Lehman. off of number 10, Payne, Trevin Payne. Sloan to the far side. After it is Jackson Barta. He can't control on the far side, loses it out of bounds. Yeah, wind's picked up a little bit now. Cooling things off. Ball's up ahead on this side. Lehman wins it. Stays in. Kicked by Payne. Now the Goslings keep it in. Wangerin to Narcus. Narcus to the center. Gets after it. Can't quite catch it. Korklewski is there. Watertown throw on the far side. Under 12 minutes to play. Coming out, Nathan Pfeiffer. In for him, Owen Harris. Two seniors out there.
Owen Harris returns for Watertown.
Centering pass. Kept in by Wangerin, but brought out. Now taken by Sloan. Kicked away from him. Lehman with the throw. Gets, loses it past the end line. 11 minutes to go. 5-1, your Watertown Goslings with the lead and presumably the victory tonight. Again, the short little kick. Up by Cummings, Riley Cummings, right back. And Narcus got under that one. Two goals for Jacob Narcus. One for Dylan Vasquez. One for Eli Sloan. One for Connor Lehman for the Goslings. Eddie Alonso started it off tonight at 107 for Reedsburg. Sloan tried to center it. And then his pass kicked out of bounds. Another corner kick. It's like Wangerin, Gideon Wangerin, a senior. Some more substitutions in. Wangerin's coming out.
Vasquez will return for Watertown.
James Walker taking this corner. Nice out in front. Blocked by the defender. Bushke keeps it downfield. Salazar. Harris back to Lehman. Up to Lehman. Narcus coming in. 12. Walker. Narcus. His shot blocked by defender. Sloan. Sloan with a shot and a goal! Eli Sloan with his second of the night. 71-29. One with the left foot, one with the right foot. Great job.
Narcus with the assist.
6-1 here, Goslings. They've kept the pressure on. The clock keeps running. It is 6-1 with 8 minutes to go. Long bus ride home for the Beavers from Reedsburg. Just made that trip a couple of weeks ago. It's a nice hour and a half, 2-hour drive. Lehman to throw it in for the Goslings. To Narcus. Centers it. Sloan. McCloskey. Shot. Oh, just wide on the far side. That was Vasquez looking to get a second goal. Esquivel playing up. If they do this short little kick, he'll come up on him. Blocked. Watertown throw coming up. Scoreboard shows the football game Friday night, but again, check the local list, check the high school and newspaper. See if they round up some refs. Maybe they will play Friday night. Sloan turns. McCloskey. Sloan. He takes a shot, skies it. Sloan comes out. Wangerin comes back in. Sloan a junior, Wangerin a senior. Wangerin heads it right back. Pass blocked. Vasquez. Narcus. Tried a bicycle kick, was Esquivel. And then a shot taken by Wangerin right to the goalkeeper, Roars, who was already on the ground. Headed back by Lehman. Narcus. Over to Lehman. Narcus. Shot in the corner. Goal! Hat trick tonight for Jacob Narcus. 75-29.
Narcus completes a hat trick for the night.
Well, earlier this year, Reedsburg did this to Mauston with a 9-1 victory, so they're getting a taste of it this time from Watertown. 7-1. Out of bounds. Walker tried to keep it in. Play. Long pass upfield on the far side. 24. Osorio, Brian Osorio. Taken away from him. Just a matter of running out the clock here. 3.5 minutes. Well, Coach Kratzer got what he wanted tonight with all his players getting a chance to play. Ortega, Damian Ortega in, freshman. Shot right out in front. Oh, Wangerin was there, couldn't turn around and get his foot on the ball. As Roars made the initial save. Narcus with number 4. Number 4 for Narcus. Wow, what a night for the senior co-captain, Jacob Narcus. Now we got under 3 minutes to go. I better start giving you these goals. Hard to believe it started out with Eddie Alonso. And just after the first minute, 107 gave Reedsburg a 1-0 lead. And maybe that had just that gave the Goslings what they needed to get into this game. Narcus with a good ovation as he comes off the field. He was answered quickly by Dylan Vasquez at 2:26 after an assist by Esquivel on a corner kick. And then Jacob Narcus started his night at 19:42 and at 35:40. Connor Lehman got in the action at 57:04. Eli Sloan, 66:23, and at 71:29 his second goal. And then Narcus with the hat trick at 75:29 and goal number 4 at 77:02. It is 8-1. The Goslings still with pressure. Reedsburg defense still working hard out there. Oaks headed that ball. And that's what you don't want in a game like this, to have somebody get injured. Gosling player on the field. Trainer coming out. He's up on his knees. He gets up. I think that's, let's see. Might be McCloskey. Liam has played a good game tonight. That wide defender on the far side. Playing up midfield. Had a couple of shots. Twisted an ankle there. He comes off gingerly. And we start the clock. The minute and a half to go. Shot taken by Barta. Roars with a long kick. And Bushke brings it upfield. Esquivel, Wangeren. Lyman backs off. Now he comes up and brings the ball to midfield. Jack Myers, 23, who's in on the far side. I think that's Toledo throwing it in. Under a minute to go here. 8-1, favor your Goslings. Thanks to Max Alexander, who was here earlier, and he's here on a camera. Brandon Simmons, taking turns on the board. Keeping me straight, this is Ray Bazanson, bringing you the soccer play-by-play tonight. My honor and privilege. Hope you enjoy these games. Let us know. Send us an email, a phone call, a note to Lisa Wolf, our coordinator at Watertown TV at City Hall. Love to hear your comments. Long shot by Bushke. That's going to be the end of the game. Watertown with a big victory tonight. 8-1 over the Beavers of Reedsburg. Watertown goes to 1-2-1 on the season. Reedsburg 3-3, and the JVs won big 6-0. Thanks for listening and watching. Have a good night, and God bless. Thanks, Brandon.